Hello. Hello, 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 hello.
Hello, good evening. Good
maayong
morning,
hapon.
John.
Maayong hapon sa inyong tanan na nagapamati dito po sa aming InkluNasyon. Ito po si DJ Ronnie at from Adelaide. At nako, ito ho ang ating edisyon ng Panorama International. We're very happy na ngayong hapon makakasama po natin ang isang kababayan na piniling manirahan sa ibang bansa at doon siya nagpa-practice ng kanyang profesyon. Hindi ko alam kung tama yung sinabi kong pinili o out of the fact na nandun yung mga kamag-anak niya o out of or for the greener pasture. Hindi ko alam, but I will ask her later, di ba? Wala naman daw masamang tanong mamaya. But of course, kasama ko po si Ma'am Celia Garcia, ang aming future congresswoman sa to represent our party list. Good afternoon, Ma'am Celia. Magandang hapon.
Magandang hapon po sa inyo lahat.
Oo, Ma'am Celia is there. Nasa ka nga ngayon, Ma'am?
Ngayon nasa California nga.
Nasa California. Pero kasama ka rin sa seminar sa di ba? Sa March 10, 11, 12 sa Florida?
Yes, sa Florida.
Oo, kami daw online, via online kami magpe-present. Sayang, dapat magkasama tayo dyan eh. Anyway, Ma'am Celia, alam mo ngayon, dito pinag-uusapan sa atin yung mga discounts ng senior citizen, di ba? Bago natin pakilala yung... Ngayon, kahapon may naka-interview doon sa head ng supermarket sa Pilipinas. Sabi nila kawawa naman daw sila kasi ang dami humihingi ng discount, no? Senior citizen, persons with disabilities, pati pala athletes, pati solo parent, no? Parang lahat halos na lang gusto magkaroon ng 20% discount. Ang tubo lang daw ng mga supermarket 5% lamang. Ngayon daw, pag ang senior citizen gumamit pa ng credit card, lalong yari kasi 1.5% mawawala lalo, abonado pa daw sila. So anyway, ang pakiusap nila wag naman daw masyadong abusuhin yung discount. At saka, kumbaga, kung gano'n na naman daw, itataas nila yung presyo. They have no choice.
Teka nga muna, Teka muna, Ronel. Matanong ko lang
po.
sila, hindi ba yung 20% na binibigyan nilang discount na yan nire-reimburse sa kanila ng gobyerno? Tumigil nga sila.
Hindi raw po, ma'am. Hindi raw po nare-reimburse ng gobyerno yung kanilang nakukuhang, yung ibinibigay daw po nila sa discount, wala daw hong reimbursement galing sa gobyerno. Anyway, ang punto natin ay mga benepisyo at pribilehiyo, Ma'am Celia. Kaya nga salamat sa iyo at sa iyong pagsisikap at makakarinig tayo ng kakaibang kwento naman tungkol sa nangyayari sa special education sa California o sa siguro sa buong United States. Siguro ngayon pa lang masabi ng ating mga kanasyon, magaling sila, nasa Amerika. Paano naman ang Pilipinas? Wala daw pera. Anyway, mamaya pagpupulungan natin yan. So Ma'am Celia, would you please kindly introduce our guest for this afternoon? Go ahead po, Ma'am Celia.
Okay, magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. We're very lucky to have as our guest, Miss Mona Ledesma, who is a special education teacher in the Alhambra Unified School District in Santa Clara County, California. Si Miss Ledesma po ay currently teaching in Lindale Elementary School as a Resource Specialist Program, RSP teacher. Tatanungin ho natin sa kanya mamaya kung anong ibig sabihin yan. She teaches students from kindergarten to 5th grade level. And some of her responsibilities as a resource teacher are testing students to check if they qualify for the SPED services or implement the IEPs, organize meetings of IEPs and other related activities. She has also been teaching students with IEP since 2001 in California. Alam po ninyo, dito sa California, ito po yung isa sa states na pinakamalaki ang binibigay ng gobyerno at pinaka-supportive yung kanilang gobyerno sa inclusive education. Kaya maganda po na madinig natin yung experience ni Mona that she will discuss with us. So, yun pong kanyang background. Nagtapos po siya ng kanyang college education in PNU, but she got a master's degree in special ed also from the University of the Philippines. Kumuha po siya ng credential, mild to moderate credential from Sonoma State University. So briefly, this is her background. Let us welcome Ramona Ledesma. Mona.
Hi.
Mayong hapon, Miss Mona.
Mayong hapon, mayong buntag din ha. Kasabot ng jutay na Bisaya. Okay.
Saan po kayo sa Pilipinas, Miss Mona?
Laki ako sa Davao.
Okay.
But my dad talks to us in Ilonggo. Ayun. Tapos si Mami Tagalog. Kaya halo-halo yung salita.
Ay, talaga ha? Saan sa Tagalog? Saang probinsya sa Katagalogan po ang
Chaong, Quezon, si Mami.
Uy,
Mali.
Chaong, malapit lang yan sa Lipa, ma'am. Oo. Anyway,
Umali. Ano ang kanyang nanay?
Dating mayor ng Lipa, Umali. Umali served Lipa for at least 12 years nung panahon po ni Cory Aquino hanggang 12 taon. Anyway, bago po natin pag-usapan yung mahihirap na sinabi ninyo, resource teacher, individual education plan, ano po, yung pang pagiging guro, does it run in the family, Ma'am Mona?
Well, yung mga aunties ko, yung mga cousins ng daddy ko, most of them are educators too. One of them happened to be the professor of former Senator Miriam Defensor, si Teddy Ledesma. Yun yung pinaka-worst professor ni Miriam Defensor sa UP. Yeah.
Nako.
Yun. Pero in my immediate family, walang nag-teacher sa amin. Ako lang.
Teka muna, ma'am. Nagmana ba kayo doon kay Teddy Ledesma na yun?
No, matalino yung uncle ko na yun.
Ay, salamat naman. At least makakahinga kami ng maluwag dahil medyo soft version pala kayo ni Mr. Teddy Ledesma.
Oo.
Anyway, bakit po guro?
Kunwari lang yan.
Kita ko ni Ate Sel medyo strict ako sa classroom. Oo.
Matapang yan, Romel.
Yeah, bakit po guro ang kinuha ninyo at bakit special education ang larangan na pinili ninyong puntahan?
Second love ko to, yung first love ko, dapat ballet dancer ako, kaya lang hindi pwede kasi sabi ng daddy ko masyadong mahal at hindi kami mayaman, sabi niya, go to find another career. And since this is my second love, so this is another option. So I decided to pursue education. Yun.
Okay, and why special education?
While teaching in the general ed population, sa Lourdes School, I had some students in 3rd grade who can't read. Okay? And during that time, pumuputok na yung mga terms na dyslexia, learning disabilities. Yes. I want to learn more about this. So I enrolled in UP kasi ang UP, ang specialization ng kanyang special education is more on giftedness, at saka learning disability, dyslexia. So I want to know more about these things. Kaya sa UP ako pumunta.
Okay. And ever since, hindi mo na binitawan?
Not really, because after I graduated from UP, I went back sa general education and they had an opening here. They needed more teachers here. And since I want a challenge in my career, kasi wala nang pagpupuntahan yung career sa Philippines, hanggang ganyan na lang. So I said, why not? I'll just go there and try it out, new adventure in my life. And they hired me. Yeah.
Dito sa California? Diyan sa California? Okay. Pero hindi mo nakita yung pangangailangan to stay muna doon para, to share your knowledge and something like that?
To stay where?
Muna sa California. Yes.
Well, siguro pag nag-retire ako, I can share my knowledge. Okay, for
Okay.
now, not yet. But this.
Yeah. All right. No, walang problema, ma'am. Ang importante, may ibabahagi ka sa amin ngayon at kumbaga niyakap mo ng gusto ang karera mo na pinagbubuti mo ngayon at ikaw isa sa pinaka-valuable elements of education there in the United States, which we are proud of you as your kababayan. Now, if we may go to our issues this afternoon, medyo konting ano lang po yun, konting silip sa nakaraan, but ito ngayong hinaharap natin, no? Number one, meron tayong Education Learning Act ngayon na hopefully mag-i-improve ang mga bagay-bagay sa Pilipinas. As a result of that, meron daw pong 900 something million pesos ang DepEd ngayon for SPED program. Opo. Unang-una, ang sinasabi ho namin, although hindi kami pareho ni Ma'am Celia yata sa ganitong pananaw, sabi namin, bakit niyo ba tatawaging special children? Hindi sila special children. They are learners with disabilities. Kasi pagka agad tinawag mong special children, meron na agad discrimination dun eh. May ableism na agad dun. No? Do you agree with that, Miss Mona?
Yes.
Thank
I
you.
agree. Yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you. At least we're on the same page on that. Pero hindi naman po namin tinatawaran yung tawag sa inyo na special teachers because you really specialize in your field of learning. And we're very thankful and we salute you for choosing this sector because there's really some special skills that you should learn, di ba? Ano-ano ho ba, ma'am, ang mga special skills na dapat meron ang isang tulad ninyo na pupunta sa special education?
Of course, syempre, educational background mo geared towards special education. Okay? But then if you are here in California, you have to get a special yung credential mo. There's mild to moderate, merong severe, also na credential for severe education. Yung sa akin, mild to moderate. So I can teach kids with learning disabilities. I can also handle kids in a special day class. Some of my students have mild autism. Some are under the umbrella called other health impairment. Meron silang ADHD, yung attention deficit. Yung iba may learning problems, kaya sila na sa akin. Yun. So you have to know all these things. And at the same time, you're willing to learn because even though you have the proper education, experience is still the best teacher.
Okay. Ano po yung severe, Ma'am Mona? Meron bang severe?
Yeah, merong severe. These are like yung mga autistic na bata na non-verbal. At yung mga bata nakikita mo, inupog na nila yung ulo nila or yung sinasaktan nila yung sarili nila. They can
nasa other end. Nasa other end ng spectrum, no?
Yeah,
other
those are
extreme.
the other end in the spectrum. They can't be in my classroom because I'm not trained for that. Okay?
Okay.
Sila yung pag nagtuturo yung teacher, bigla na lang kakagatin yung teacher, sisapulog yung teacher. Kaya nga si Mrs. G, when she told me, oh, I'm going to observe in this class, ang laki ng kanyang earrings. Like, Mrs. G,
Anggalin mo
pakipag na
yan.
yung earrings mo at baka ma-aksidente tayo dyan. So, we have to be careful kasi minsan, yung mga teachers may mga kagat-kagat. So far, I don't have students who are like that. Mine is the mild to moderate.
Okay. So ito po, intellectual disability, ma'am. Yung pong mga bulag, ano po ang saan sila naka-classify sa kayong mga deaf?
Okay.
Are they moderate, mild?
Yeah. Depende. Kasi meron ring mga deaf na merong learning disability, meron ring mga bulag na may learning disability. So, you know what? I'm going to share this screen to you. These are the different categories of disability.
Please.
Is that
ma'am,
okay?
go ahead.
Okay.
Very okay, ma'am.
But I have to read each and every one because I'm not an it's not my expertise, the other stuff. Okay?
Yeah,
So,
please go ahead.
Wait, sandali ha. Nawala ako. Iba pala. Sharing muna. Kalimutan ko na mag-zoom. Okay, I'll get this.
All right. So
Okay,
habang
share.
sinishare
Can
niya
you
yung
guys
screen,
see
Ma'am
this?
Celia. Kita mo na, Ma'am Celia?
Yes.
Okay, can
Oh,
you see this? Okay.
Ako wala yung contact lens ko. Sorry, Ma'am Mona. Hindi.
I will read it.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So these are the eligibility consideration that we have here in the States. The first one is autism. Hindi to classified to dapat yung priority ha. Ito lang yung list. Okay?
Yeah.
Okay. The first one is autism. Alam natin yung autism, it means developmental disability significantly affecting verbal and non-verbal communication and social interaction. So normally, we can already see this at the age of 3.
Okay.
Dito sa amin, we already test kids who at the age of 3, so we can identify them right away if they have autism.
Okay.
Okay? And the next one, deaf, blindness. Ito yung Mrs. G. Ito yung expertise mo. Okay? Ito yung tinatawag natin ni Helen Keller. And then we have deafness. This is another consideration that we have. Now, if you notice, number 3, it says deafness. Number 5, it says hearing impaired. Magkaiba ito. Kasi yung deafness, totally no sound. Yung hearing impaired, they can may konti pa. And we just use a certain learning equipments to help them hear more, like putting
hearing aid.
A hearing aid and that audio thing. And then sometimes some hearing impaired kids are in the general ed population. So they have certain consideration in the classroom accommodation. They are seated in front and the teacher is given a mic also para marinig nila kung ano yung sinasabi ng teachers nila. Okay? Then here for number 4, we have the ED, the emotional disturbance. Okay? Sometimes I have students who are like this, but I start doing the IEP right away, increase their number of minutes, and then we try and move this student in this very special class, the ED.
What is a very special class?
Because this class, the kids are so emotional that sometimes they hurt themselves and they hurt other people. Okay? Bigla na lang kukuha yan ng ballpen, ikaganon sa'yo. Okay? So I can't, this is not my expertise. Normally, there are only like 6 to 8 students in a classroom. The main teacher, at least 2 aides, and then another, the counselor is there all the time, as well as the psychologist. This ED has a lot of support. Okay?
All right.
And then we have the intellectual disability. Okay? It's almost the same as specific learning disability. I handle students with specific learning disability. Anyway, then we have multiple disability, other health impairment. This include the kids with ADHD. Then we have the speech and language disorder, traumatic brain injury. Kunyari, nagkaroon, the kid is actually like in a general ed population, bigla na lang nagkaroon ng aksidente, had a brain injury, and now he couldn't process well what he's supposed to learn. So this is another consideration for special ed service. And the last one is the visual impairment. So these are the eligibility consideration that we have here in the States.
Okay. Sa mga nabanggit ho ninyong mga types of disabilities na tinuturuan ninyo, saan ho ang pinaka nahirapan kayo?
I cannot handle all of this, okay? Normally, the only two things that I have, kasi itong speech and language disorder, ito yung mga speech therapies namin. Okay? So, the deaf, blindness, that they go in a different school. And then the deafness and the visual impairment, normally nasa county yan namin. Okay? I don't know the program that they have in the county.
Right.
And then the hearing impaired, we can have them as part of the general ed population. We can include them there, but they have to have certain accommodation. What I handle are students under specific learning disability. Ito yung minsan sinasabi natin may dyslexia. Okay? Ito yung minsan sinasabi natin may processing problem that no matter how hard you teach them the sounds of the letters, they cannot blend it together. They have difficulty in reading it. Sometimes they are like 2 years below grade level. Okay? And then the other one is the other health impairment. Yan. These are the two things that I handle. So, ito lang dalawa. One.
Ma'am, one. Yes.
Two.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Ma'am, yan hong mga yan na natutukoy ninyo, or you're able to determine it because you have the so-called proper assessment. And after assessment, then comes the IEP. Tama ho ba yan?
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So,
Can you yes,
okay.
please. Can you
I will
discuss
just focus
to us
on,
now?
so normally, siguro sa Philippines, we don't really test the kid at the age of 3 to find out if they have autism, right? Wala pa
Hindi
tayong
pa po, hindi pa
test. Okay.
siguro po lahat.
So let's say, yung mga bata, dumiretso kaagad sa general ed population. Dito sa, let's say sa States. Nakikita na kaagad ng teacher, iba siya dito, iba siya dito. So the teacher will contact right away the psychologist. Okay?
Okay.
But then the teacher has to show data. Okay? Parang na-observe ko siyang ganito siya. Hindi niya nakikita mabuti yung board. Hindi siya tumitingin sa akin. Tayo siya ng tayo. Talon siya ng talon. He doesn't have the classroom's behavioral skills. So the psychologist will ask for an SST. Here in the state, we have what you commonly call an SST. SST is the student success team. Okay.
Okay.
The psychology will let the teacher know, talk to the parent, get more information, and then find out what's going on.
Okay.
Okay? So the SST, meron kaming 3 tiers dyan. In-explain ko na kay Ate Cel. So, tier 1, parent and teacher will just talk. Get more information, home environment, health ng bata. Because sometimes kids cannot function in school kung may problema sila sa mata.
Correct po.
Kailangan pala nila ng glasses, that's why they couldn't see.
Right.
Kids cannot function in school kung hindi pala sila nakakarinig ng mabuti. Yun. So here in the States, it's required, the kids are given like annual tests for hearing and visual. They have visual and hearing screening. I think yung hearing every other year, yung visual every year. And the minute we see the kid couldn't see well, we let the parent know. So they can be given glasses. Yun yung pinakauna. Okay?
Yes po.
So the SST team will look into consideration the environment and everything. And then they will meet again after giving some find out like, probably kailangan lang ng glasses. Let's meet after 4 weeks. We'll see if once we give him glasses, if it's working. And then they will, after 4 weeks when they meet, naka-glasses na, hindi pa rin nakakabasa yung bata, what's going on. So we'll give more intervention program. Let's meet again another 6 weeks. And then when you meet again, nothing's going on. That's when the psychology will come in again and give the assessment form and ask permission from the parents to test the child.
Okay.
So they can test the child, of course. Etong deaf, blindness, nakikita mo na yan kaagad right away. Binibigyan na kaagad yan ng program. Ito yung mahirap makita. Yung intellectual disability, yung other health impairment, specific learning disability. Minsan yung autism, kasi yung mild, okay, minsan hindi mo masyado nakikita. And then, yung speech language disorder. Yan. Yan yung last na bibigyan ng priority sa testing. Kasi yung iba nakikita mo na kaagad, bigay na natin kaagad sa bata yung service.
So yung mga obvious na disability, anong tao ay
Bibigay na kaagad yan sa preschool pa lang.
Sabi nila, no? Binibigay na agad yung serbisyo.
Pero normally itong autism, nakikita na to kaagad ng pediatrician ng bata.
Okay.
And then right away, the pediatrician can write the school district, and the school district is obliged to test the child.
Ma'am Celia, sana all, ano?
Sana all ba ganun sa inyo?
Sana all,
Okay.
oo. Teka muna, ma'am. Ngayon, puntahan muna natin yung mga sinabi mong mahihirap na parang foreign sa iba sa amin, lalo siguro sa akin, ano? Unang-una, ano yung resource teacher? Kailan ginagamit ng resource teacher at mahirap bang maging resource teacher? Anong resource teacher?
Wait. Saan ba yun? Okay. Ang dami kong duties, ano? Ito yung mga duties namin.
Na resource teacher?
Kulang pa ata to sa araw-araw. Dito.
Well, at least yung daily routine man lang muna tayo, Ma'am Mona.
Okay. Okay. So yung RST, yung resource teacher, kami kasama sa initial IEP, kami rin kasama sa testing, nagtitest ng bata. Normally, we use these testing materials, the standardized materials, to test the kids in reading, language, and writing, yung academics nila. Okay? So these are the normal standardized tests that we use here in the States, yung Woodcock-Johnson, yung WIAT, or other call it WIAT, Wessler Individual Achievement Test. This is a test, another test for early math ability for the kinder, the younger one.
Yeah.
The other one is TERA, test of early reading ability. So we test the kids, but we cannot recommend the kids to go to special ed because it's the psychologist who has the last say.
Okay.
So after we test the kids, after the mom signs the assessment form after we test the kids, we submit our test results to the psychologist. And the psychologist will add our scores in her psychologist report, which she will present to the parent. Normally, I tell the psychologist, if the kid is 2 years below grade level, sasabihin ko, I think this kid needs help in special ed. So the psychologist will take into consideration my observation and yung test result ko. But then the psychologist tests a lot of things. Yung processing ng bata, ano pa ba yung tinitest niya? Yung auditory processing, everything. Ang dami niya.
Behavior siguro.
Lahat. Pati behavior. Okay?
Yeah. Oo.
So, lahat yun. Tapos, psychologist gets all the background, family background. Ano ba kasi namamana yung learning disability. Kung yung parents, normally, yung parents, they have learning disability, namamana yan ng anak nila. Oo. Pag tinatanong namin yung parent namin, may special ed ba sa bahay? Minsan yung mom and dad will say, dati I receive special ed services. So, namamana rin. Sometimes parents cannot read too. they have difficulties in reading. So namamana yan ng bata.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yes. Maraming salamat po doon sa paliwanag. So ngayon, napag-usapan natin resource teacher. Ano ho ang diferensya naman? What's the difference between case management and IEP, individual plan ng mga bata? Paano
Okay.
po ito po ba, component po ba ng case management yung IAP o paano po ba 'yon ginagawa diyan sa California?
Okay. So after we consider the kid na yes, meron siyang he or she will qualify to get services, IEP service. That's the time I become the case manager of the child. Okay?
You
That
become
means
the case manager.
ng bata.
Okay.
Okay? Ako yung case manager. As a
As resource teacher.
Mm-hmm. As a
Okay.
case manager, I give him the service time. I give him, I write the goals for the kids that he needs to meet within the year, academic
Okay.
goals. And then
Okay.
sometimes, minsan pumapasok pa rin yung konting behavioral goals ng bata. Yun. Tapos, I see to it that every time I do the initial, I do the annual, every year kasi namin ina-update yung IEPs. And the triennial, we do the full testing again every 3 years. There you go. So, do you see ito yung copy ng IEP copy.
Ano po mga laman dapat ng IEP, ma'am?
Okay, so this is the of course yung basic
Information.
ng bata, like student name, information,
Yes.
saan siya nakatira.
Yes.
Okay? Yung
Yes.
ethnicity niya, kailangan yan. Para
Yes.
malalaman natin, does he speak English
Yes.
only or
Yes.
speaks another language? Very important.
Right.
And then here, in the IEP, in the first page, naka-indicate dyan yung disability ng bata. So, this is the basic, the first page, you will know right away kung anong disability ng bata. Okay? Yung sa akin, normally, OHI, other health impairment, at saka SLD, specific learning disability. There you go. Sometimes, pwedeng dalawa. Katulad yung isa kong estudyante, specific learning disability, may speech rin siya. Meron naman akong isang estudyante, specific learning disability, speech, meron rin siyang APE, yung adaptive PE. Yung isa meron rin siyang OT service. So when we see the needs, we ask the OT to give service, or we ask the PE, adaptive PE teacher to give the service to. Yeah, adaptive PE is different from general ed PE. Very specialized rin yun.
Specialized that will answer, of course, the physical needs of the person, hindi ba?
So, ito yan. Okay?
Yeah. So, in other words, yung pong IEP na yan can last up to what time? From
1 year.
From 1 year. And then
1
every
year.
every
Yes.
year po ay it's subject to revision.
I-update mo yan.
Subject to
I-update mo yan.
revision.
Okay.
While a case manager, gaano katagal naman po yung kanyang engagement dun sa bata, being the head of the intervention?
Okay. It depends. So ako yung pipili ng number of minutes ng bata. Sometimes kids can stay with me 40 minutes 3 times a week, 120 minutes.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can do 1 hour a day, 60 minutes times 5, that's 300 minutes a week. Yeah. But as much as possible, our district doesn't like us to go beyond 10% of the time. Okay? They want the kids to have more time in the general ed population than with me.
So ano po ba yun? nakakatulong ho ba talaga na ma-reinforce yung confidence ng bata pag nasa general ed o mas pinipili po ninyo as an expert na doon muna siya sa special ed class?
Ronel, can I
Yes,
just
ma'am.
butt in?
Yes, please,
Just
Ma'am
to
Celia,
clarify,
please.
no? Kasi si
Oo.
Mona is not, hindi naman siya yung nagtuturo ng SPED doon sa mga bata. Mona
Okay.
provides the support service that the
Right,
child
right.
in the general education would need. Kumbaga, siya yung one-man ILRC. Sa kanya
Okay.
kumukuha ng additional services para the kid who has these disabilities would be able to cope with the learning ng mga other bata doon sa general ed. So hindi siya yung nagtuturo yung if you would the other people might think na yung nasa tawag mo doon, hiwalay na learning yung mga bata and tuturuan lang ni Mona tapos dadalhin niya sa general ed. No, she only provides, like kunyari, if the kid has mga reading deficits or yung mga math deficits, bibigyan lang niya ng additional hours.
Right. Parang
Oo, para
coaching.
matrain yung bata. Oo,
Okay.
ganon.
Okay.
And
Yeah, ma'am,
and she
still-
also, as she said, she also
Okay.
is the lead person in the
Yeah.
preparation of the IEP. Because
Right.
once ma-identify nga nila yung mga bata na merong disability, bibigay na nila yung kay Mona, and Mona would prepare the case for that kid, and siya ang magiging lead person for the preparation of the IEP and all things related to IEP ng bata. Pati yung pag-monitor and pag-evaluate.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Celia. Yes, still the question, Miss Mona. Ano po ang tingin ninyo na nagiging bentahe? What are the advantages and disadvantages of a person with disability or learner with disability kung siya ay nasa special class o nasa general ed sa nga po ninyo?
Hindi ako buong special ed day class.
Yes.
Okay? I'm just a pull out person. I'm just giving the kid side services to help fill in the gap. Kasi
Right.
normally, Romel,
Right. Yes,
my
right.
student is like 2 years below grade level. So yung
Yes.
2 years na yun, fini-fill in ko yung gap na yun to help the
Oo,
child
oo.
go. Okay?
Oo.
So the advantage is for the kid to come to me, okay? The kid normally experiences like success in my class because I give him or her activities na based on his needs. Okay? The minute the kid would experience that, nagkakaroon ng magandang self-esteem yung bata. So when they go back to the classroom, it's like, hey, naging successful ako sa classroom na to. Ibig sabihin, kaya ko rin pala gawin yung nasa general ed na klase. Because little by little, I introduce what they have in the classroom. Okay? In-expose ko rin sila sa curriculum nila sa classroom. Kahit way behind sila. It's like, oh, ito yung math nyo. Tinan natin. That way, when the teacher in the general ed area teaches that particular subject matter, the kid wouldn't be left behind. Oh, hindi ko to alam. Wala akong kaalam-alam. So at least, dahil na-introduce ko, they can contribute in the classroom. They're not way behind. So kasi Romel, in our school, in the Philippines, what happens is, sinasabi na lang natin yung bata bobo, di ba? Tapos binabagsak natin ng binabagsak.
Okay.
Okay? Wala kaming ganyan dito. Here in the States, our law is, we can only fail the child or retain the child for a year. Normally, we do that during kinder yung bata. Sa atin sa Pilipinas, hindi na nanganak pa sa ng grade 1, hindi mo na naman ipasa ang tanda-tanda ng bata. I think we should change that law.
Yeah. Pero ngayon po ngayon hindi na ho siya ginagawa. In fact, parang
Baligtad.
Baligtad at saka parang it's
pinapasa niyo na.
Siguro,
yes, they kick him
siguro
out.
Ngayon ngayon ma-charge yung mga bagsak. Mahina yung teacher.
Kaya ipapasa na lang niya sa higher.
Siguro.
Katulad ng mga estudyante ko, um, dahil pinapasa namin, because they have help, hindi lumalaki ng lumalaki yung gap.
Yes.
Ang nangyari sa Pilipinas ngayon, ang sabi nyo hindi na binabagsak, pero pinapasa nyo without any help. Hindi pa rin yung bata magturo. So ilagay mo siya sa 5th grade, 1st grade learner pa rin yung kanyang mental capacity.
Pinalaki mo lang ang problema.
Dapat yung gap na yun, meron nag-introduce kung ano yung mga, dapat may nagtuturo what is in between that.
Oo.
So para
siguro,
nakahabol naman ng konti yung bata, may chance yung bata.
siguro Miss Ledesma, Ma'am Celia, ang pinaka magandang takeaway natin sa discussion, ginagawa mo tong lahat ng ito at an early stage ng bata na may napakasariwa pa ng isip na pwede pang hubugin, di ba? Kaya napakahalaga ng mga interventions, no? Kaya dito sa Australia, isa sa mga subjects namin, early intervention. Kasi talagang yun that is the key, di ba? Para ma-solve mo yung problema ng disability. Ma'am Celia,
Hindi lang
you
yun,
have some-
Ronel. Not only early,
Go
but
ahead.
appropriate. Yung
Yes.
appropriate.
Right. Early and appropriate interventions.
Yes. Oo. Yun ang ginagawa sa Amerika. Kaya they are able to help the kids. Kasi binibigay nila yung tamang intervention through talaga namang yung mas accurate na assessment kung ano yung pangangailangan ng bata. So matutugunan nila yung needs with proper intervention.
So, mismo kami naiinggit sa inyo because you have all the resources and you can do all these things, no? Pero dito sa sitwasyon ng SPED program natin sa Pilipinas, ano ang tingin mong doables in the next 5 years?
Ilang estudyante sa bawat classroom muna ng public school? How many students do we have? 60?
Ay, hindi naman ma'am. Sa Batangas ganon. Tapos iba-iba pang disability. Halimbawa.
There should be a case manager for each of these kids. Okay?
Case manager.
The case
Okay.
manager, kung gusto nyo, yung katulad ng ginagawa ko, can write an IEP and then have some goals. Okay? Hindi siguro full inclusion. Paminsan-minsan ipupull niya ng kaunti yung bata to help the kid. And at the same time, the case manager can communicate with the teachers in the classroom and help the teacher modify some of the work in the classroom. Kasi hindi naman makakahabol tong mga bata na to, okay, sa kaklase nilang general ed. Okay? So, they need help. And at the same time, unfair rin sa mga bata na sa general ed population. Kasi yung teacher, palagi niyang ibibigay yung attention niya sa batang may disability. You get what I mean? So,
Yes,
inclusion is actually really good in the Philippines. But you have to have a teacher who will see to it na meron siyang service na ibibigay dito sa mga batang ilalagay niya sa general ed population. And this particular SPED teacher will train the general ed teachers also how to modify work in the classroom.
Ronel?
Yes, please, Ma'am Celia.
Okay. Tama si Mona, no? And this is actually what our law is trying to achieve with the ILRC. Doon sa ILRC natin, doon sa Inclusive Learning Resource Center, doon ibibigay lahat yung support services na kakailanganin ng bata para nga makakope doon sa mga sa kanyang peers na walang disabilities in the regular classroom, accessing the regular curriculum. And how would they do that? Not only by providing services for the different needs ng bata, but also by adopting what we call as the universal design learning, the universal design of learning para sa lahat ng mga bata na nag-aaral doon sa same classroom. Kailangan ibahin talaga yung approach ng mga traditional teachers natin para makita nila na hindi ganito di kahon lang, ano. Ang dami nating pwedeng gawin para maturuan natin itong mga bata na ito using the same curriculum without dumbing down, hindi mo gagawing mas mababaw yung curriculum, but ipipresent mo to in such a way na lahat ay makakaintindi. Yun yung layunin ng ating batas, para nga lahat ng mga batang ito ay ma-accommodate natin sa tinatawag nating inclusive education. And tama si Mona, hindi rin naman sinasabi sa batas na ang mga bata ay all the time nahandoon sa classroom, regular classroom. Kung hindi to the maximum extent na magbe-benefit sila doon, pwede silang i-pull out kung kinakailangan, kung hindi pa sila nagbe-benefit with all the interventions. Yun yung essence ng ating batas.
Paano yung mismo na ang realidad is maraming bata, kulang ang guro. Paano what is the realistic what is the realistic and practical way of coping in this situation?
Siguro, I suggest, gumawa muna kayo ng pilot program. Isang school,
Okay.
experimental, gastusan ninyo. Gawa ninyo, experimental. Tapos lahat ng teachers doon iti-train. Tapos kumuha kayo ng isang expert who will train the teachers as well as the special ed teacher. And then get a good psychologist who will also do the assessment. Yeah. Mag-pilot program muna kaya siguro at the cell. And then try and see if it works. Then spread out ninyo few more like schools, and then if it works again, then
right. Okay, so
kasi
yes,
palagi na lang ang sasabihin natin, hindi natin ma-implement. Try muna natin sa 1, 2, 3 schools. Ayun lang siguro ang kuan ko, kasi palagi natin sinasabi hindi natin ma-implement. Then try muna natin sa isa.
Yes,
magkakaroon kayo ng konting conflict with the teacher. Some of them will say, no, we can't do this. But then, let's be open-minded with this.
Sige, Ma'am Celia.
I think tama yun talagang yung approach in the US, which is case management. Kailangan talaga yung mga bata na may disability and eligible for services under the law, dapat talaga bigyan sila ng kanya-kanyang folders, kanya-kanyang cases para matingnan kung ano talaga yung pangangailangan. Hindi yung bigay mo na lang kung anong hihingin. Ito, sige, isalpak mo na lang. Wala tayong ganong money and we don't have yung lahat ng mga expertise na kailangan ng mga yan. Kung meron tayong case manager, pwedeng i-source out kung ano yung mga pangangailangan nila. Hindi naman kailangan hingin lahat sa eskwela. But
yun ang sagot. Yun ang sagot, Ma'am Celia, hindi yung 30 million classrooms.
Yes, of course.
Okay. All right. Case manager ang kailangan natin, at siguro yung mga availability ng yung mga sinabi ni Ma'am Mona, pwede naman nating pagsamasamahin yung stock knowledge ng ating mga nagtatrabaho na before at i-consolidate siya sa isang maayos at sequential but systematic approach sa bawat isa, hindi ba, Miss Mona?
Tama yan.
And Ronel, alam mo, ang hindi natin natanong kay Mona,
sige po, please.
Alam mo yung sa States kasi, I think this is what they are really going for now, na specialize yung schools na nag-handle ng bawat category ng mga bata. So hindi na yung like yung kanilang kila Mona, developmental and mental disabilities yung kanilang hinahawakan. So lahat ng mga specialist nila doon nakatutok sa ganun, nabibigyan nila ng tamang atensyon. Hindi yung sabog-sabog. Ganun yung iniisip nila dito sa States, i-cluster mo yung mga disabilities. So parang may specialized schools na doon mo dadalhin yung mga bata sa halip na mangangapa yung mga teachers. Mas madali yun I think And baka pwede nga nating i-pilot. Tama yung sabi ni Mona.
Okay.
Tapos yung mga, dito sa school namin, kunyari hindi available yung program katulad yung special day class for the upper elementary students. Tapos sa kabilang school dapat pumunta yung mga bata. The parents are given free, the kids are given free transportation. Sinusundo sila ng bus para ihatid sila doon.
Yes.
Kaya wala nang pwedeng sabihin yung parent, ay, ang layo-layo. Pwede. Tapos if the parents wants to bring their kids there, binabayaran namin yung mileage nila.
Okay.
So,
If if at all, Miss Mona, what you have given us is hope. A new breath of hope dahil sa yes, hindi sana meron kasi nagagawa nyo dyan sa Amerika eh. And kami dito, unti-unti, gagawin din natin sa atin. Ano? Halimbawa, yung sinasabi mong free shuttle, no? Maraming barangay ngayon sa Pilipinas, meron ng sasakyan. May mga barangay patrol, kagaganda na mga barangay patrol, no? Ginagamit lang papuntang sabungan at saka beer house ng ibang kapitan. Pero kung gagamitin natin siya na pansundo sa mga special sa mga learners with disabilities sa kanilang barangay, napakalaking bagay. Di ba? Tama, Miss Mona?
Oo, pero siguro tayuin muna ninyo yung pilot school nyo. Tingnan natin. Pag meron kayo, at sige, tingnan ko. Yeah, I'll help you guys. You can contact me. I'll give you my time. Basta gabi lang. Gabi lang. Wag sa umaga kasi nagtuturo ako.
Sige.
That
Hindi
would
ka
be
namin
nice.
patutulo.
It's something to give back to Philippines.
Yes.
Kasi mahal na mahal ko yung bansa natin.
So,
Okay?
I told you your presence today gives us a new a breath fresh of hope naman. Maraming salamat, Miss Mona, for your sharing.
Salamat rin.
Pero ma'am, bago ka umalis, bago ka namin pakawalan, please inspire the teachers and the parents na siyang sandigan ng mga batang ito. May kinabukasan ba talaga ang mga bata at saka paano ika-counter yung sinasabi na yung sistema ngayon na sa atin na kasi ito lang yung pera natin, ito lang yung sistema. Puro problema nakikita. Pero ngayon, ipinakita mo sa amin yung pag-asa. No? So inspire them, inspire the parents and the teachers of learners with disabilities.
Unang-una gusto ko malaman nyo na ang mga Pilipinong teachers, napakagaling yan. Konting training lang yan, makukuha nila kaagad. Okay? So hindi kayo mawawala ng magagaling na mga guro dyan na magtuturo ng mga bata natin. Tapos pangalawa sa mga magulang, pag meron tayong programa sa special ed, sana suportahan ninyo yung mga teachers. Be there. Be part of the community. You and the teachers and everybody are partners to help your kid grow and be better. Yun lang.
Okay, basta ang importante, be there and be better. Ano, Miss Mona?
But then, one last,
Please
pag nag-IEP kayo, dapat alam nyo sino yung mga members ng team nyo. Normally, yung principal, kailangan yung principal, yung parent, yan hindi nawawala. Yung general ed teacher, pati yung SPED teacher. Okay? Okay?
Alright.
So, kailangan talaga sila partnership. Yan, may partnership. Nagtutulungan lahat.
Yeah.
Kailangan may collaboration talaga.
Sige, Ma'am Celia, your thoughts with this very, very insightful conversation. Go ahead, please, Ma'am Celia.
What can I say? What we want to bring to our audience, to our viewers here in the Philippines, is the practical side of inclusive education, how it is really being implemented. Ano ba talaga yung ginagawa, yung hindi papel lang. And ito, nakikita nating mabuti na yung mga isinabatas na natin, na mga provision, ay madali natin sana, ay mas magagawa nating epektibo kung titingnan natin ng may talagang totoong atensyon and genuine concern. Hindi yung token lamang na ito alam ko na yan ito ganito yan dapat gawin ito sinabi na namin yan dapat gawin na ninyo yan. Hindi po ganoon dapat kailangan nagbabago po lahat kasi ang panahon at kailangan talaga nag-a-adapt tayo kung anong pangangailangan ng ating mga bata, yun po ang ating sanang sundin. At makikita po natin dito sa ibinibigay sa atin ng mga praktikal na mga eksperyensya ng mga taong talagang matagal nang nagpapatupad at sanay nang magpatupad ng batas na ito sa kanilang bansa. mas makikita po natin ang tamang daan kung paano natin ito tutuntunin. Yun
Maraming
lang.
salamat. Yes, thank you Ma'am Celia, and again thank you Miss Mona for the opportunity na nakausap ka namin at sabi mo nga mahal mo ang iyong bansa, na naniniwala naman kami at ginagawa mo yon sa pamamagitan ng pagiging mahusay na guro diyan sa California. Ibig sabihin, pinagpapatuloy mo yung pagiging proud mo at yung virtue ng isang Pilipina na hardworking and with compassion. Yun yung kailangan ng mga pinaglilingkuran mo. At alam namin isa o dalawa diyan o mahigit pa sa yung mga pinaglilingkuran magiging asset ng United States, at yung mga whatever you have shared to us, ang pinakamagandang natatandaan ko ma'am is you'll be available for your insights and inputs. Thank you very much.
Napasubo ata ako doon Okay. Binabawi ko na.
Wala na daw bawian kasi nasa InkluNasyon na kayo. Wala lang urungan. Okay, and yeah, alam po ninyo
Pag may oras lang ako
ang laging may oras Miss Mona. Ang isang takeaway ho natin dito is yung individual yung IEP, no? Na ang pagtrato sa mga mag-aaral ay on an individual basis, lalo na sa mga learners with disabilities, no? Lalo pa at mga bata. Napaka-importanting na itatama ang lahat sa bata. Dahil yun yung foundation, yung pagbibuild ng foundation. Sabi po sa Proverbs 22 verse 6, train up a child of which you want him to go, and when he is old, he will not depart from it, no? Sanayin mo yung bata pa lang para paglaki niya, alam niya kung paano siya maninindigan. Ito po si DJ Ronnie sa ngalan ni Ma'am Celia Garcia, nagpapasalamat po sa pagkakataong ito na makakwentuhan kayo ngayong hapon. At of course, don't forget to smile, don't forget to count your blessings. And lagi po namin sinasabi ni Ma'am Celia, Miss Mona, join us. InkluNasyon, inklusyon.
Now na.
Yeah,
Okay.
now na.
We
Thank you
would
po,
like
Miss
to thank
Mona.
our sponsors and partners: CBM Global Disability Inclusion, Philippine Coalition United Nations Conventions on the Rights of Persons with Disabilities or PCUNCRPD, ENET Philippines, Norfield Foundation, CISO, Philippine Partnership on Children with Disabilities or PPCWD, Liliane Funds, Deafblind Support Philippines or DBSP, Philippine Chamber of Massage Industries for the Visually Impaired or PCMIVI, Provincial Government of Batangas, PIDAO Pangasinan, Regional Associations of Women with Disability or RAWWD Region 1, Mabini Movement, and of course, the ASEAN Enabling Master Plan 2025 Coalition. Thank you.